Hi, I'm back. For those of you, if this is the first video you're watching, my name's Sarah, I'm your book lady, and I'm here to show you today a range of books that are going to support your child with questions that they might be asking to do with their mental health or mindset, or things that they may be worrying about, that we have a book to help you with that. So I'm going to start off with Our Germs. This very first question and answers. This is aimed at 3+, but it still has really valuable questions in. And this is What Are Germs? So it's a Lift the Flap book. It's $7.99. And if you'd like to order this, as with all the other books, please contact me at jerrygiraffebookshop@yahoo.com or WhatsApp me on 07900 698893. So that's our What Are Germs book. I'd say that's 3+. See inside Germs, we say it's sort of 6+, and we say it's sort of 6 to 106 because it's a book that every parent, grandparent will, I'm sure, will learn something. So it talks about what are germs, what are good or bad bacteria, and that is our See Inside Germs book. I'm going to move on to things about feelings now, and we're going to look at about how children react with their feelings, and this is the next stage to the very first questions, but it's first question and answers, and it's about what are feelings. So how should people feel? So it talks about people feeling, what are feelings, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, and what makes them angry. So it gives them a book that you can sit down with your child and support their feelings. These are $9.99 at the moment. Carrying on with the feelings, we have 3 books in the All About range. Okay, and I thought I'd just show you them all together. So we have All About Friends, All About Family, and All About Feelings. The All About Feelings, again, our books are always colourful, beautifully coloured writing, and it's sort of the next stage to the very first question answer. So it talks about feelings and things like that. Also in this range, they're $9.99 each, is All About Families. So this talks about people that may have step parents, step grandparents, adoption, single sex parents, talks about people who may be a single mum, having stepdads. So this talks about everything about how families look, what they look like, how they may be, and if anybody's going through, perhaps children are going through separation or anything like that, there is some good things in this about that. But it doesn't really highlight it a lot, it just talks about it a bit. This is if children are struggling with friends, falling out, what are friends, making friends, and again, all child friendly type of illustrations. And then we go on to this range, Miss Molly's School of Kindness. Now Miss Molly's School of Kindness is about Frankie, Felix and Freddie and their little fox clubs, and they go to a school of kindness, and it talks about being kind. So lots of teachers are loving this book at the moment, sort of introduce it with their schools. But this is Miss Molly's School of Kindness. Another one in the series is Miss Molly's School of Manners, and again it's similar to this range. Moving on to children who maybe suffer with certain things. So this one, and I'll say it again, hashtag we have a book for everything. This one is people who may be afraid of the dark. So do you have a child who's scared of the dark, doesn't like going to bed on their own, doesn't want to go in a room on their own? This book will help. When the sun goes down, the dark stretches out, it gets bigger and bigger until it uncovers everything. The dark can be scary, but it can be other things too. It all depends on how you see it. And this book, it's got lots of real, you can see here, holes in the book. And it just takes you through a story to support children with things. So that's $12.99, and that's the book about being dark. If you've going through, this is one of our fairly new books at the moment. If you're going through something where you may have had a cat that's passed away, a dog that's passed away, or even a family member that's passed away, this book is going on the things of why do things die. So it's got a picture of a little fox holding like a little animal, and then they talk about it. It talks about what is a funeral, talks about is it okay to talk, what's a hospital, why are people poorly, where has granddad gone. So this helps students move forward. I'm going to move forward now with our range of ages with our mental health books. This book is aimed at 7+, and it talks about children that are growing up. So it talks about, why do people have moustaches? Why do people have belly buttons? Why can't babies talk? Why do men have nipples? So it answers those really difficult questions that you may get asked that. So why do I have to eat breakfast? Why do I have to brush my teeth? And we have a brush about why do I have to brush my teeth specifically on its own. Why do, why don't. So this is £9.99. This is part of our Lift the Flat range, and we also have a See Inside range, and they're all £9.99. Hardback books last on your bookshelf for, you know, for lots of uses, and can be passed down families and generations. So we've covered quite a bit. Carrying on with our growing up books, these are one of our most popular growing up books. So children that are going through puberty, things that are happening to them, changes that are happening, what's happening to me. And we have a boy and a girl equivalent. We also have, this is for 7+, I believe it might be 8+. This is what's happening to me. And then we have one for 11+ that deals with a bit more, talks not just about growing up, it talks about exams, friends, bullying, shaving, school. And this is the next range following on the what's happening to me. So that's those. And I'm going to now move on to some of our Unworry books. Now, our Unworry books are books that allow children to get off their chest what they're thinking, what they're feeling. Our Unworry magic painting. Our magic painting you'll hear about in another video is amazing. It just uses water. Every book comes with a paintbrush, and inside there is a slip to put inside each page. All the pages are perforated. So these are only £5.99. They're one use, single use each page, but it just gives the child the opportunity, and also I sell a lot of these to adults, so it gives the child the opportunity to just use water and then it paints on here. And there'll be a YouTube clip in the PowerPoint of somebody doing one really fast, so it gives you an idea of how bright the colours are and how vibrant they all are. Carrying on with our Unworry range, we have an Unworry Doodle book. Very similar to the magic painting, but it gives people the option to doodle on different pages, gives them little tasks to do. I can't find a page now. Keeping your hands busy with doodling can stop you from fiddling and fidgeting and feeling tense. So that's there. These are £6.99 at the moment, the Unworry Doodle book. And then the Unworry book that came out first, this is a book that children may want to do on their own. They may want to do it with a parent. It may be a book that's left on the side and they pick it up whenever they want. They can open it at any page, doesn't have to start at the beginning. They can write things down and scrunch it up. But it's different tasks for students to do, or children to do, adults to do, and it's an Unworry book. If you're in a panic, things to do. If I'm just going to random pages here. Wonderful words. Fill this page in with words you really like. They could mean things that make you smile or just be really lovely to say. So that's our Unworry book at £8.99. Hardback book, really durable, and I think children, well, a lot of the parents I sell this to, they say the children love this. And the Unhurried Book, similar but a bit more talking to people about breathing, focus, staying calm, adds a bit of yoga in there, does a bit of colouring, allows you to write a poem. So again, that's a similar range, and again, £8.99. I'm going to move on to some other task books that aren't necessarily directly connected to mental health, but they are things to do when our children are getting bored. Never Get Bored Outdoors and the Never Get Bored book. So this has different tasks and cut a silhouette out. So it has lots and lots of different tasks, and these are £9.99 each. I'm going to finish now with two of our mental health books that are, this one is aged at 10 plus, looking after your mental health. It talks about physical health, not so much about how we're feeling or what we're thinking and worry about. That's what we say. We always talk about our physical health, but not much about our mental health. So this book, again, could be read by a student, or it could be sat parent-child led. And finally, in my mental health and wellbeing section is Staying Safe Online. This book is $6.99. Can I just remind everyone that if you buy from your virtual book fair, if you buy a book, then you're gifting 60% of free books to your school. So you're gifting that to encourage your children to or helping your school to build their library. So if there's questions that you can ask me, if you've got a child who's really struggling with certain areas, please do get in touch. That's what I'm here for. I offer a recommendation station, and I am here to help you and your child, through life and support them through books, through Osborne Books. So hopefully I can help. Get in touch. Take care. Bye.